Are you tired of the same old boring grid background everyone is using? It's become plain and uninspired. But don't worry, if you want to level up your video edits, you've come to the right place. In this video, we'll show you 3 creative ways to use the grid to get awesome, unique results. Stay tuned for a full breakdown, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me create more videos just for you. Now, let's stop being basic and start getting creative. Hey everyone! The first effect we're diving into today is the 3D perspective effect. This one is super cool and has a ton of uses. First up, let's create a new composition. Make it 2000 by 2000 pixels. Next, hit Ctrl+Y to add a new solid layer. Now, go to your effects panel and search for the grid effect and drag it onto your solid. In the grid settings, find the width slider and set it to 200. Since a cube has 6 sides, we need to duplicate this grid 5 times. Just select your grid layer and hit Ctrl+D 5 times. This will give us a 3D cube minus the front face. Now, for a crucial step. We need to adjust the anchor point of each solid. I'll show you exactly how to do that in the video. Once the anchor points are set, turn all of your layers into 3D layers. You'll see a little box icon next to each layer. Just click it to activate 3D mode. It's time to rotate these faces to create that 3D perspective. We'll be using the X and Y axes to rotate each grid and bring our cube to life. Finally, let's add a camera. Go to Layer, New, Camera. Now, you can play with the Z position parameter to find the perfect angle and bring out the best in this grid effect. I'm just showing you the basics here, but the possibilities are truly endless. Let your creativity run wild and make something awesome. Alright, let's dive into our second grid effect. We'll start with the same basic steps as before. Create a new composition, add a solid layer, and apply the grid effect. This time, you can play with the height and width sliders to get a look you like. Next, make your layer 3D and rotate the grid on the Y-axis to 90 degrees. Then, adjust its X position so it covers one side of your composition. To make this grid really pop, let's add a gradient ramp effect. Once that's on, duplicate the layer and use the position parameter to place the second grid on the opposite side. Now, right-click in your composition and create a new null object. This is a powerful little tool. Use the pick whip to parent both grid layers to the null. Make sure the null object is also a 3D layer. Now you can play with the Z orientation parameter to bring the whole effect to life. Ready to take this to the next level? Add an adjustment layer to your composition and apply the Optics Compensation effect. Crank the settings up to about 85 and check the Reverse Lens Distortion box to wrap the grids around the corners. This really sells the perspective. For a cool background, add a new white solid layer and apply the CC Ball Action effect. Reduce the ball size to 10 to see the effect in action. You can play with the scatter and displace parameters to create some awesome motion. Finally, keyframe the scatter and displace properties to complete the effect. Ready for our third effect? Let's dive in. Just like before, create a new composition, add a solid, and apply the grid effect. Make sure the layer is 3D. This time, rotate the grid 90 degrees on the x-axis and adjust the Y position to move it to the bottom of your composition. Now, go into your solid settings and increase the dimensions to create a seamless, endless grid that extends beyond the frame. Apply a gradient ramp to the grid to help it blend smoothly with the background. Here's a pro tip. Instead of duplicating the grid, let's use another method. Create an adjustment layer and add the mirror effect. Set the reflection angle to 270 degrees to instantly duplicate the grid. Now, to animate it, just keyframe the anchor point's X property. The best part? Any effect you apply to the first grid will automatically show up on the second. To give the whole scene a cool highlight, create a white solid for your background and apply the CC Starburst effect. This will give it an awesome twinkling look. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more effects like this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.